Welcome to Business Book Daily. Today's book is The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, a Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist who writes about behavior, productivity, and how people and organizations change. Before we get into it, a word from our sponsor. Want to sell more without adding fixed payroll? Many smart operators hire commission-only reps, experienced sellers who get paid only when they produce results. If that sounds like a smarter way to scale, post your opportunity at commissiononly.com. Thousands of motivated reps are actively looking for performance-based roles right now. The central idea in The Power of Habit is that habits shape much of what people and organizations do every day. But habits are not random. They follow patterns, and once you understand those patterns, you can start changing them. Duhigg explains this through the habit loop: cue, routine, and reward. The cue triggers the behavior. The routine is the behavior itself. The reward is what the brain gets from repeating it. This matters because many people try to change habits using motivation or willpower, but motivation is unreliable and willpower fades. A better approach is to treat behavior like a system. In business, this is especially useful because companies are full of habits. Sales teams, managers, customer service reps, executives, and even customers all operate through repeated patterns. Some habits create trust, speed, and growth. Others create delays, confusion, and poor experiences. The first practical step is to identify the loop. Don't start with vague goals like better culture or more accountability. Start with one repeated behavior. Maybe sales reps discount too quickly. Maybe meetings are unproductive. Maybe customer follow-up is slow. Maybe approvals take too long. Once you choose the behavior, look for the cue. What happens right before it starts? It could be a customer objection, a deadline, a meeting, or a complaint. Then identify the routine. What do people actually do? Not what the policy says, but what really happens. Finally, identify the reward. This is often overlooked. A bad habit usually survives because it gives people something they want. A rushed discount might help a sales rep move the deal forward. A slow approval process might give a manager a sense of control. A weak meeting habit might help people avoid conflict. If you don't understand the reward, you'll struggle to change the behavior. Duhigg's key rule is simple. Keep the cue and reward, but change the routine. You don't need to erase the entire pattern. You need to replace the behavior in the middle. For example, if a customer complaint triggers blame, replace that routine with a short root cause review. The cue stays the same, and the reward, a sense of resolution, stays the same, but the behavior shifts from blame to learning. Another important idea is the keystone habit. Some habits create wider change because they influence many other behaviors. A daily priority review can improve focus and accountability. A same-day customer follow-up habit can improve trust and retention. The goal is not to change everything at once, but to choose one habit that improves several areas. Organizations also have habits hidden inside routines. These show up in meetings, reporting systems, hiring decisions, and how leaders react to problems. A company may say it values speed, but if every decision requires multiple approvals, its real habit is delay. A company may say it values learning, but if mistakes lead to blame, its real habit is self-protection. Culture is not what a company says. Culture is what people repeat. So how can you apply this? Start with one behavior you want to change and make it specific. Instead of improved communication, choose every customer handoff includes the owner, deadline, and next step. Instead of be more productive, choose each team starts the day by naming the top 3 priorities. Then map the habit loop. Find the cue, name the routine, and identify the reward. Once you understand the pattern, redesign the routine while preserving the useful reward. Make the new habit easy to repeat. Use checklists, templates, or simple processes. Attach the new habit to an existing cue. For example, after every sales call, record the next step. Before every meeting, review top priorities. Then reinforce the behavior quickly. Recognition, visible progress, and smoother workflows all help habits stick. Leaders also need to watch what they reinforce. If leaders praise last-minute heroics, the company will keep creating emergencies. If they reward clear systems, better routines will form. Measure the habit itself, not just the outcome. Results like revenue or retention take time, but the new routine can be tracked immediately. Did the follow-up happen? Was the next step recorded? Finally, change one habit at a time. Trying to fix everything at once creates confusion. A single strong habit, practiced consistently, can drive meaningful progress. Here are 3 key takeaways. First, most business problems are repeated behaviors with a cue, routine, and reward. Second, culture changes when daily habits change. Third, the fastest way to change a habit is to keep the cue and reward and redesign the routine. Today's closing sponsor is memoirghostwriting.com. Many of the best business books start as ideas leaders have been refining for years. Memoirghostwriting.com helps founders and executives turn those ideas into polished books that build authority and attract opportunities. That's it for today. See you next time.